Hello viewers, Murray here with Murray's Mobile Mechanics and welcome to the channel. Today we are working on a 2006 Nissan Maxima V6. So we done a bunch of works on this car, more videos coming, but today we are continuing. Let me flip the camera and show you what we got going on. So that's our vehicle right there, and this is what we got going on. So we are replacing motor mounts. Reason why the engine is rocking back and forth when shifting gears, coming to a stop sign, the engine is vibrating crazy. We got the valve covers right here, so it depends if it's just the gasket leaking around the valve cover. We're just gonna replace the gaskets, which are just right here. But if the spark plug seals are leaking, then it's a different ball game. We have to replace the both valve covers. And we got the rear shocks right here, we got the PCV valve hose right there, and we are missing spark plugs. So stay tuned for a video on how to replace each and every part lined up right here. So we'll see you on the next one. Hello viewers, so we'll start with the valve cover job, and to do that we first need to take this cover out. We'll take these Allen head screws. I think there are 4 of them, and we're going to use the H5 Allen key socket, and then we have to disconnect a few electrical sensors, and then we have to take this air hose and a few vacuum lines. So for this we use a screwdriver flathead, and for this we use the Sure Drive H5. So let me do that, I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so cover is out. So next thing is I loosened the clamps. These are ready to go. I also disconnected the throttle body sensor right here, and I think I have to take one of the vacuum lines out, but not too sure. We'll see how it goes. But we have to take out this 10mm nut that holds this sensor with this connector right here. We have to take out this 10mm bolt as well, which holds this electrical connection here. We have to take out this 12mm bolt that holds this coil, and we have to take this 10mm bolt out that holds these vacuum lines. This I believe is a solenoid with the electrical connector right there. I think we have to disconnect these vacuum lines. We'll take this out, and then when we come to the back we have to take out this vacuum line. I know you can't see right now, but you'll see once we get there. There's another one right there. So let me do that and I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so we took the air hose out with that vacuum line that came from right there. We took it out, and then we disconnected this solenoid with the 2 vacuum lines on it. Not too sure if we'll get that vacuum line out, but we'll see, because this whole thing will come off this way. And now we have to disconnect the 2 bolts that connect to the EGR right there, and I took out this solenoid with the vacuum lines. I disconnected these 2 vacuum lines from there, and this coil from right there. And let me grab a light and we see what we got going on. So grabbing my light right there, and in the back right there we have to disconnect that vacuum line right there, and we have another one right there. So once we take those out, then we need to take these bolts out. I believe they are 12. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this intake manifold should come out, but we'll double check to see if there's 2 more connections in the back. So let me do that and I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so in the back right there you have to sneak your hand in there with the pliers, clamp that clip right there, and then push your hose out, which is the vacuum line. You can see it's out, and then the same with this other one right there. You can see I've already taken it out. That's the one right there. The clamp for that one is right there. So once I took those vacuum lines out, I came to the EGR. So you have to be very careful on the EGR. I took the 2 12mm nuts out right there, and it's got 2 washers, so you have to know the orientation of the washers. The small one comes first, and then the big one at the back. And then make sure once you take it out, there is some gaskets right there, special gaskets. Make sure you don't lose those. So let me do that and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so after taking the 2 nuts that connect the EGR to the intake manifold, you can see this thing is not budging. No matter what you do, it's not coming off. So I've discovered a way to take care of that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to separate this electrical connector right here. This wire goes straight to the other side of the EGR, which is down right there. I don't know if you're able to see. You can see the white wire goes on top right there. So we are going to take out those 2. I don't know if you're able to see, but there's 2. Let me try to move this heat. You can see right there. Let me see if I can focus. You see, we're going to disconnect those two bolts. They are 12 or so, and then watch out for the gasket there also, and then this thing will be free. So let me do that, and then we'll take these other 3 bolts on top right here and the 2 nuts on the side. So let me do that, and I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so I decided to show you exactly. You can see my ratchet is right there in my extension, and my socket is on the inner 12mm bolt right there, and the other one is on the other side. So I decided to show you how it looks and how you get to that. So I'm using a longer extension. You can see it's coming all the way from right here onto the bolt. So let me take that out, and again I'm emphasizing, make sure that gasket, you don't lose it. There's a gasket right there. There's one, so make sure you don't lose it. The same with this one right here. So let me do that, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so you can see right now I moved the EGR tube right there. You see it's loose now, and these are the 2 bolts for the top, and then the 2 nuts for the 2 bolts for the bottom, and then the 2 nuts for the top. So you can see I did not tamper with the gasket. It is still attached to the other side of the EGR right there. So I'm gonna leave it just right there. The same with this one, so I'll leave them right there. And what is next right now is we just have to take these the 2 nuts out, and then we'll also take out the 3 bolts. So we'll take those out just like so. So these power tools actually makes your job a lot easier. So we'll take the nuts on the sides and the 3 bolts in the front right there. Then I believe this intake manifold should actually raise up. Let me try to see what is holding it in the back. I feel like there is some resistance. Let me try to do this. Right now it's supposed to actually just raise up, so let me figure out what's holding it in the back, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so I discovered that there is actually a nut in the back right there. That's why this thing is not moving. I don't know if it's just one. You can see right there where my finger is flicking right there. There's I believe it's a 12mm nut. I'm not sure of the other side. So let me take that nut out and see what else is holding this thing in. So I will definitely take that out, and then I'll bring you guys back. So you can't see how to take it out because it's actually by feel. And then let me do that, and I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so I took this bolt from the back, and you can see now this intake manifold is free to come out. So let me set myself up so that we can actually take that intake manifold out together. So you see how it comes out. So we are going to raise it up just like so, and then like I said, we need to find a way to take, I believe this vacuum hose is holding it, so we'll take it out just like so. Let's pull it out just like so, and then this thing should easily come out just like so. Okay, there is another vacuum line that is holding it, which is this one right there. I don't know if you're able to see, but this vacuum line is holding it. So let me take it out, and then we're going to raise up this intake manifold. So let me do that, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so I have an update. So I disconnected this line, and so you know, this is a coolant line that comes to the throttle body side right there. So you can see I put a spark plug right there. This is the one I actually changed out on the Kia, so I was working on yesterday. So you don't know how many times these spark plugs have actually saved me. So we don't want to lose a bunch of coolant. That's why I plugged it with the spark plug right there. So this is the trick I learned along the way. So that line is disconnected, and it comes all the way from this line right here. It's a coolant line, goes all the way to the throttle body right there. So like I said, I don't usually throw away the spark plugs because they come in handy in times like this one. So right now this bad boy should be good to be raised up and should be good to go. Oh man, there's another one in the back, so let me take off the other one in the back and let me see, maybe the one in the back, maybe we can get away with it. Let me see. No, he's still holding, so let me take off the other one too, and then I am going to bring you guys back, so stay tuned. Hello viewers, so I've disconnected the other hose. This is the one right here. You can see the other spark plug is also blocking the coolant. So like I said, you don't know how many times these spark plugs will help you. That's why I don't usually trash them easily. So whenever I do a job of spark plugs, I keep some just in case of a situation like this one. So I believe this guy should easily come off now. It's like so. I don't know what else is holding it, but I believe it is just this wire right here. So what we're going to do is we are going to take it out. Let me get a door panel too, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so the only thing that was holding it after the coolant hoses was this 10mm bolt holding this wire with the bracket. So what I just did, I took off the 10mm bolt, took the bracket out, and then put back the bolt so that I don't lose it. So right now this bad boy is good to go. It comes off just like so. And once we take that intake manifold out, what we're going to do is we don't want anything to fall in there, so we are going to cover this place with some rags just like so, and then we can actually make sure nothing falls in there. Otherwise, if anything falls in there, then definitely you have a catastrophic engine failure. So right now our rear bank is exposed just like so, and definitely it's been leaking. You can see all the stuff that has settled around the valve cover. So we'll go ahead, take the spark plugs out, and then we'll go ahead and take the valve cover out. So it's not pretty difficult, so let me do that off camera and I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so just an insight of where we are right now. So make sure once you get to this point, make sure you take out all the wiring connected to the valve cover. I took this one off, this other one off, and another one right there. And I don't know, this looks tricky. We might need to disconnect this injector connector right here because this is right in the way. But again, you have to make sure you take out this 10mm bolt. It will give us the slackness we need to move these wires away. And then you have to disconnect your spark plug wire connectors. There's one here, one there. There's a tricky one right there, but still I think once we take this out, we'll have some way to get it out. And then we are going to take off our ignition coils out. We'll put them the way they will come out, and then we'll see if they have some oil around them. Then we'll replace the whole valve cover, or it will just be the gasket. And before I do that, I think I'm going to clean, I don't know if you're able to see, but there's a bunch of dirt around here. I'm going to clean that before I remove everything, because I don't want all that stuff to fall inside the engine. And the PCV valve I was talking about earlier on, you can see it's this one right here. And when you get to this point right there, it's broken right there. I don't know if you're able to see, but you see right there, it's broken. It's supposed to connect to this other piece right here. So let's try to see this way. You see right here, there's a disconnection right there, so we'll replace that. So right now I'll go ahead and first clean this area with some brake clean, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so I disconnected this injector connector right there, and then you can see the ignition coils are out and they are all dry, so this tells me that we are just going to replace the gasket instead of the whole valve cover. So definitely that's a good sign. And you can see I disconnected the electrical connection that goes to the spark plug ignition coils, and this is me, it's not what I found there. It's me cleaning this side with brake clean because I didn't want to have any debris to fall inside the engine. And at this point I just want to point out these two guys comes in pretty handy. This is I believe it's an electrical connector remover tool. It's a Lyso tool. This comes pretty handy. This is a must have in your toolbox. I'll leave a description in the link below. And what is remaining right now is just taking off the 10 millimeter bolts. I think there's 3 on this line right here, and then there's 2 here, 2 on the other side, and then 3 on the other line. So let me do that, and then this bad boy should come out. So let me do that off camera and I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so every bolt is out around this valve cover. I think we dropped one in the back, but we'll look for it. But the other set of bolts is right there, and don't be scared, there's one which is right here, and there's a sensor right here. It will look like the bolt would come out, but definitely once you take it out all the way, it will just slide out right here. And right now all we need to do is just pry this valve cover like so, and you can actually see it open up. All we need to do is raise it up evenly, and it should actually come out just like so. Let me just see what else is holding it. I believe it's the wiring on the side, and it should definitely come out. So let me take it out and I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so for the bolt it will come out, but for the valve cover itself it won't come out. So we have to take this spool valve right here. So it's only the 3 10 millimeter bolts. There's one here, and one here, and then we're going to take it out, and then this whole thing will come out. So actually let me see if we can take those bolts out. It's pretty easy. It's just tricky. Working and recording at the same time makes the job a lot tricky. So let's take these 3 10 millimeter bolts out, and we take that spool valve out. I'd rather take the bolts out completely. I'll take them out completely so that we know exactly what's going on and what is at stake. So there's a gasket there too, so we'll take this out. We're just gonna clean this gasket, and then we can put this spool valve at the back like so, and this guy should easily come out just like so. So there's a 10 millimeter bolt still holding right here. I think I forgot one. Let's see if we can actually fish it out real quick. Let's see if we can fish that bolt out real quick with the ratchet, and then we get this bad boy open. So we got the bolt out, and then what we need to do is raise up this valve cover, and it comes off just like so. So this is how we're looking at the back right there. So all we need to do is we are going to clean up the mating surfaces for the new gasket and the intake manifold. And then we are going to put some silicone, I think on the edges right there and on the other side, and I believe that should be all. So you can see how it looks now. So let me clean it up, and then I'll bring you guys back once we clean the mating surfaces. So this is our valve cover, so we're just going to replace the gasket, that's all. And we're going to use the just the new gasket without replacing the valve covers. The valve covers came with the gaskets, but since we're not going to use them, we just replace the gasket itself and then use the old valve cover. So let me do that off camera and I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so you can see I put a little bit of silicone right there, and on the other side, I know you can't see, but you can see the gray stuff right there. That's some silicone, and this is the one we just used. We use this instant cure gasket high density gray because the one we found there looked a little bit gray, so that's why we went with the gray. And right now I want to show you the process of actually taking these valve covers out. I'm using Pro Mutual Demand. So this is the loosening sequence. You can see right hand rocker cover board loosening sequence. So you can pause this as the video is going and see the loosening sequence for the right and the left. So meaning this is the right and this is the front one is the left. So that's the loosening sequence, and the torquing sequence is right there, the same for the right and left, and the torque spec is on top right there. So you can pause the video and just look at the paper and it will guide you exactly and find your way out. So I wanted to point out that. And since we are just replacing the valve cover, this is the part number for the valve cover right there. We're using a Fuel Pro, very good in gasket products right there. And then you can see I just cleaned this one up. It's not looking all the best, but it's better than the way it was. So you can see I put the gasket already around the groove. Make sure you tug it in well, and you should be ready to install this bad boy. So make sure you're going down there. Make sure you get all your wiring off the way. Like so. And let me position myself well, and then make sure everything is off the way, and then you can actually sit this bad boy just like so. So you can see right now I've pushed it in. All I need is just to set the boards up, and then we go from there. So let me put the boards off camera and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so you can see the valve cover is actually out, so it doesn't take much time. So we have to clean the mating surface. Clean it. You can see the way it's looking right now, so I'll bring you guys back once it is cleaned. And then there's a couple of things that I need to point out. So the variable valve timing on this side is lower, that's why we had to take it out, but this side is elevated a little bit higher, so you don't need to disconnect it. So right now you can see that's how it looks inside there. So I'll just clean up the mating surface and then I'll bring you guys back once we put everything back together. Hello viewers, so you can see right now everything is cleaned up, and you can see I put some gray silicone right there on the edges and right there, and we put our gasket on the valve cover. You can see it's intact, it's got a groove. Make sure you tuck it in well. And then basically right now we are going to replace the valve cover, and we're just going to fast forward it. Like I said earlier on, we've done that side, but this side we're just going to fast forward so that you see exactly how it is and what it takes to have this valve cover replaced. Hello viewers, so now it's time to replace the valve cover, and one thing I've come to learn is make sure your valve cover is tucked in all the way in, and you need to find a way to actually slide it in like so. Make sure you raise as much as you can. Make sure it is still tucked in. And we're just gonna fast forward right now. So you observe me looking from side to side. I was looking at the paper, looking at the talking sequence, and definitely there's two sequences for this one. So let's do the first one and then we'll bring back to the second one. So like I said, just fast forward on this one, and let me do that. I'll bring you guys back. So the first sequence is 26 pounds, so that's what we're going to go with. So down with the second sequence to a 2 foot-pound, and I wanted to point out this electrical disconnect plus is handy, guys. This has done me great wonders. You know, sometimes these connectors that become brittle and hard to come out, and when you force them you break them, but this plus works wonders. That's the part number right there. I'll leave the link in the description. And right now I'm going to put back the rest of the other connectors, and then I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so if you remember, we did the spark plugs on the other side without the valve cover, but this time around I'll show you how to do it with the valve cover on. So we'll just fast forward again. So you can see everything is back on, connected. So what's remaining right now is just putting back the intake manifold, and then we go from there. Hello viewers, so right now I'll show you how to replace the PCV valve vacuum hose. It connects from this side of the intake of the valve cover to this other side. So you can see the one that came out is broken, it's brittle, and that's why we are replacing it. So let me set myself up. And this is the one right there. So we'll go ahead and push that guy in there. Then also come in there just like so, push it more, and you can bring the cushion a little bit right there, and that should be it. So now this is the way it looks. You can see we've connected from this side to the other side. So right now what's remaining is just putting back the intake manifold, and then we go from there. Hello viewers, so for the intake manifold we are going to use this gasket. It looks okay. So now we are going to slide this guy on just like so. So I'm gonna connect everything off camera, and then definitely once everything is put back together, I'll bring you guys back. Hello viewers, so we finished the job last night, but we didn't have time to wrap up the video. So you can see everything is back on and the car is running right now. Everything is connected back to where it's supposed to be. And basically today we're just wrapping up the video, because when we finished the job yesterday I had to take the boys for a walk. So today I'm just making sure everything is good. The car is running right now, and basically we are wrapping up the video today. So this is how you replace your valve cover on the 2006 Nissan Maxima, spark plugs, and then the PCV valve hose. So definitely that's all it takes. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to my channel, and stay blessed, be good, and we'll see you on the next one.